So today we have the cup and the bread. And if those of you who don't know, it is communion. And instead of going into deep depth about it, because a lot of you already know that the bread represents his body and the cup represents his blood, which is his death that we are remembering because he loved us and died for our sins. But I want to take you further back into Jewish history. This cup was a betrothal. It was an engagement. So what they did is, if a man saw a woman that caught his eye, he would take a cup of wine and present it to her with all of his things of why he's such a great guy and what he has to offer her. And if she took a sip, that meant yes. So every time we take a sip, we're just saying yes to Jesus. Don't worry, it's grape juice. Even though, that's probably a little too tall for me. But let me get into another one. So we have the napkin. In John 27, if you go and look it up, it talks about how when Jesus was buried and rose again, that means he's alive. He's alive in me. He's alive in the world. He's not dead. So what happened was when they did not find the body in the tomb, they found his linen. And his linen was heaped up on the floor, except for one thing, the head wrapping. In John 27, it says the head wrapping was folded. I want to give you some insight on that. Okay, in Jewish tradition, if a servant was waiting on his master, he would look to see if the napkin was tossed up and thrown on the table or neatly folded. Being tossed up on the table, it meant that the master was finished. But if the master had folded his napkin, it just meant that he went away and he's coming back. So the fact that Jesus folded his head covering meant that he is coming back. It's not a coincidence that he would do that. He wouldn't just leave and then have a neatly folded head wrapping. So I love God's humor. I love his clues, his mysteries. And if we're not looking at the bigger picture, we'll miss the tiny things. So I'm here to just shed some tradition, some insight on Jewish culture. And I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you understand a lot of things that you just don't understand. Why did they do that? It's for a deeper meaning. So have a good week. God bless you, and stay happy, stay joyful. It feels good to be saved, and enjoy that salvation and enjoy that love and enjoy that relationship.